Parker, please. Parker!
Let's go, y'all. Unreal Reality, back with it. This week I have a treat for y'all, all right? We're gonna react to a couple clips that has the internet trembling. Literally trembling in fear, guys. So before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications, and smash that like button, guys. Let's go. Let's get right into it, y'all.
Y'all, there's something really weird going on. All these places you see right here, their emergency calls are not working. In Texas and Florida and Nevada, these states, you cannot call 911. There's a whole bunch of speculation of what could be going on. Some are saying it's we're being hacked. Some people are saying that optic lines were cut. Now remember, in the Middle East, that they were threatening cutting the undersea cables. So, but with that massive hack we had with the phone providers and the banks and everything else, it very well could be a hacking thing. And we have this alert going out to people in these states, and I don't know as of right now, more states will be added to it, but it almost seems likely it is 2024. Mario speculating that there was fiber lines cut, but again, this is wide. Do I need to say it? The Purge, election year, is 2024, Statue of Liberty, and 911 going out. I mean, I don't know.
I couldn't tell if this is a trailer for the new Purge movie coming out or if this is actual real life.
Did you see that pyramids were recently found in Antarctica? 5 days ago, they had the military go to Antarctica to investigate multiple pyramids. It was supposed to be a top secret mission, but it's already leaked. Also, like, how would you stay quiet about a pyramid? They're huge. Like, how would you miss this? Documents were found that said that they went to investigate because the pyramids were emitting an energy. These documents also stated that members of a certain society visit the pyramids for a reunion. But like, how come we've never seen these pyramids? Like, it's not easy to hide a pyramid. They're not small. Why have we never heard about this before? It is believed that an ancient civilization constructed these pyramids in Antarctica, and that it has something to do with the UFOs, similar to the UFO conspiracy theories about the pyramids that we know in Egypt. Except these pyramids are 2 times the size of the ones in Egypt. And Antarctica is already a hub for conspiracy theories. I can make a whole other video about that. If you want me to update you as we find out more information about what's going on with these pyramids and what was leaked.
She got one thing right, y'all. You can make 100 videos on Antarctica's creepiness alone.
This actor exposes how Hollywood really is. Listen closely.
With actors, you're in a vulnerable situation. You know, you're in a vulnerable place. You're trying to get a job, and there's people who could use that power to abuse it. I was a young actor. Yeah, I was asked to go to a hotel room of a director. It was a famous director, and I didn't think anything weird by it because I never think it ever happened to me. And so I went, and he was in his robe. I still didn't think it was weird. Well, he probably just came out of the shower or whatever. And then he asked me to do, to do the scene and then crawl on my belly around it. And it got to a weird place. I remember that humiliation, and I didn't tell anybody. The agents are creeps too, you know, and then trying to get a job, and the casting directors can be, and the people who are the producers, the directors. I mean, it's rampant in the industry. There's not one actress who doesn't have a story. Just before I was really famous, and the next thing I know, I'm in a room with this guy. He's in a chair. And, he's in a row. Comes out in a bathrobe and sits in this chair. And the next thing you know, I'm like, he's asking me to crawl on the ground, and then to crawl toward him. And it was just this.
If you want to be in the entertainment industry, be careful and speak out.
If I was put in a situation like this, I think that the second I see the director walking out of the bathroom wearing only a bathrobe, that's my sign that I am out. I don't care. I am out. You could do it in a nice way. Thank you, Mr. Director, but no thank you, Mr. Director. Give me a call when you got some pants on.
Day 98, eating raw chicken every day till I get a tummy ache. We've got some breast of a chicken and some ground ostrich. I only got 3 more days to get sick. Let's do it. Let's see what that ostrich tastes like. Look at it. An ostrich is like the craziest chicken of all time. Red meat kind of tastes like red meat. It's pretty good. It's better than the camel. I think it's less good than cow. I probably won't be chasing down any ostriches anytime soon, but I'm glad I tried it.
All right, guys, here he is. Back by popular demand, the channel favorite, the mystery meat experiment guy. All right. As he says, he is on day 98. And look, we're going to keep following him until either I throw up everything that's inside of me or he gets his tummy ache.
This man filmed a face by the moon and got it all on camera.
It is February 28th, 29th, 28th, 29th. I have got me a better quality camera to catch this thing in the sky. And holy moly, I am scared. I'm scared, but I'm not going to trip because I've been catching this thing for a while now. It's very ominous. There he is. There he is. There he is. There he is. It's a huge face looking right down on us. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit brighter. There he is. There's the moon. Oh, I lost it. There it is. Let's see if I can get a better picture on the moon like it's supposed to. Is my hand in front of the thing or something? Alright, here we go, here we go. There it is.
Look at that.
Yep, there it is. There it is.
Camera makes it so clear.
There it is.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Because I can't call it real or CGI. Let us know in the comments, guys.
I gotta show you something that I don't know how to explain at all. Either the government is building something insane or this is aliens.
Why, what is it?
You know Google Earth, right?
Yeah.
Do you have Google Earth on your phone?
Probably not, but I'm probably just going to Google and...
Okay, well, I will do it on my phone real quick.
You have
and
Google
I
Earth
will
on your
show
phone?
you. Yes. I'll punch in these coordinates on my phone myself. And what I see is so wild, Mike. Pretty much, bro, when you punch in these coordinates on Google Earth, it will take you to this random part of the Earth that's like a barren wasteland. For miles, there's nothing. No town, no whatever. And the only way I can explain this thing is it looks like a portal or something, dude. Don't know how to explain this. I don't know what this looks like, Mike. That's the best way I can describe it. All around it, for miles, are hella tanks defending it. I swear to God. For miles, dude, hella tanks spread out. You can't even get close to it.
And this
how
is
many
real.
tanks? And this is real.
What the
I'll show you right now.
Let me see.
All right, first, I just pasted this okay? Look, it's in there.
Yep.
What the is this?
Let me see.
And then zoom and look around all over the desert.
What the is this?
Mike.
It's like a Death Star.
Go around the whole desert.
Oh, no, there actually is like tanks.
Keep going.
They're hella spread out.
Hella of them.
What the
Hella of them.
But dude, what is that black and there's like something like looking across from it that like mirrors it too. What is this? Let me zoom out. Bro, that's in America. Bro, that's in California. Bro, there's for sure hundreds of tanks.
Dude.
All around though, because they're...
And you see how they're all pointing away from it?
Yeah, they're low-key blending in.
Bruh, Mike.
Dude, there's hell of them.
What in the hell are those tanks protecting? What's that black blob on the screen? It looks like a portal.
Did you guys know that a dude fell off the boat into the water with the animatronic shark in 1990? But that wasn't the worst thing that has happened on this ride. 2 years after that incident, in 1992, a teenager had jumped off the boat at this part of the ride and was bitten by the animatronic shark. Imagine being in the water with this guy. The kid was rescued, but he suffered so much blood loss by the time he got to the hospital that he had passed away. But before any of that even happened, technicians were in the water before the ride opened, and they were supposed to make sure that Jaws was more lifelike. And while working on him underwater, somehow the power got turned on, electrocuting all the underwater technicians. And hours later, staff came by to find their floating bodies, and they thought it was part of the ride. People say the ride is cursed, and since then, they've closed the ride and replaced it with a Harry Potter ride. People have gone on to say that this ride also experiences all kinds of difficulties, and the ride is still cursed. But what do you guys think?
At what point do you call the local priest up and have him come down to Disney because an entire attraction is haunted?
I think I know what CERN was doing while this eclipse was happening. Do you see this? There is so many different videos and footage of demons flying by the sun. I'm about to show you another one in a minute. I'm gonna slow it down right here. And then there was this one. And there's so many more. And if y'all really don't want to act like demons don't exist, there was a rumor that CERN was haunted after their first time powering up. And as of lately, they say they found a 4D ghost in the CERN particle accelerator. AKA, they found a demon, another entity above our dimension. For anybody saying it's a rocket, you are completely fooling yourself. You are fooling yourself. And here is that one going back and forth. Look at that. That is insane, y'all. So does anyone want to tell me what all these demons were doing? Maybe this is why they brought up the demon face thing on the news.
Guys, look. If this clip doesn't frighten the hell out of you, then you clearly do not know who CERN is and what they're trying to accomplish. Give them a Google search and then re-watch the clip.
You guys know the guy that killed Tupac, how that was just discovered? Yeah. Same as like Keith D. He just came out in court and said that he was paid $1 million in 1996. Guess who paid him?
Bill Gates!
No, P. Diddy.
P. Diddy.
What?
Yeah, he's been rumored this whole time, dude.
So now there's going to be an investigation, full-on investigation, because Keith D said that P. Diddy paid him $1 million in 1996 to kill Tupac.
Could you imagine if that comes out true?
Oh my gosh.
Me and him were close. That was one of those things where it's like you never thought was going to get saved. It's kind of like a John Benet Ramsey thing.
Yes.
It's like this is no one's ever going to know. So when I saw that, I was like, how can they be sure? But this dude apparently had like newspaper clippings of of the crime and everything. I'm like, and that doesn't obviously there's a lot more to it, but it's like that's creepy alone.
Yeah.
Was there strife?
Yeah.
There's a ton. Yeah. East Coast, West Coast.
Yeah.
Rap gang?
Yeah. Not gangs, but it's just like East Coast, West Coast
gang
rap.
related.
Well, yeah, there was gangs involved, but I'm not saying like they weren't like leading a gang.
No.
It's there was just a bunch of beef with all those people back then.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, Diddy is cooked, guys. Straight cooked. And for good reason. Get that creep off the streets ASAP.
You guys, this is so crazy. This video surveillance shows an 80-year-old nun dragging a suitcase behind her that contained the body of a 58-year-old nun. I mean, look at this. It's insane. So this happened in Nunoa, Chile. Somebody came across the suitcase and noticed it had a really foul odor, and so they called police. At first, they had no clue who was in the suitcase or how it got there or whatever. They thought maybe it was due to like mob activity or a gang. But then somebody went and watched their own security camera footage and saw this woman dragging the suitcase down the road. So they were able to find out who she was and speak to her. Come to find out, the 58-year-old nun inside the suitcase had died a year prior due to natural causes, but they had told each other that they would always take care of each other and be there for one another even after death. Apparently, the 80-year-old nun, whose name was not released, had a daughter that came to visit her and was like, hey, you need to let her be at rest. It's just insane. The suitcase had been wrapped in cellophane when the person found it. And police later found out that these women actually didn't belong to any formal religious groups, like they weren't Catholic nuns. It was just something that they kind of did on their own.
Yo, these nuns are gangster. all right? Straight ride or dies for one another, okay? They said that she had died an entire year prior to finding her. Can you even imagine how bad that duffel bag must have smelled? No, thank you.
They learned that the US government carved out a secret underground city that they can flee to in case nuclear war breaks out. Raven Rock, like Area 51, is one of the government's most classified projects, titled Continuity of Government, or Project COG. And one individual who worked down there for 3.5 years for the first time ever spoke on camera, describing to Vice what it's like down there. Located 768 feet below ground, it can withstand a direct nuclear hit. It's protected by not only one, but two 3.5-foot thick doors, weighing 30 tons each, and is built on top of springs to survive the shockwaves of a nuclear blast. He describes how there are 5 separate 3-story buildings, and of the 15 floors in total, each are big enough to hold 50 to 80 offices. It's described as an underground city because they have a cafeteria, barbershop, massive water reservoirs, generators, a crematorium, post office, medical facilities, and a command center capable of operating a nuclear war front. And although this was created for the threat that never arrived in the 1950s, in 2023, some spring cleaning may be in order.
Wake up, guys. They're not even trying to hide it anymore, okay? They're building these underground cities for their friends and their families, okay? It's not for the billionaires. Billionaires already done built their bunkers, all right? So I ask you this. When the nukes do start flying, you know, where do we go, right?
Did you know that humans can phase through objects? No, really. Literally reach through glass and pull out live insects. Yes, I have another awesome document from the CIA for you. This was a study that was done in China. I like what it says, probably military, for research into paranormal abilities. There was 19 individuals, including a couple of Qigong practitioners, who showed through double-blind testing that they could grab live insects through glass containers, all being recorded via camera and measured only using scientific procedures. Freaking cray. There's a total of 18 documents, so this might be a bit of a long series. It's very interesting. Here is the second page. The first test was a small object such as a tablet in a glass bottle. It was being recorded the entire time.
Sorry, guys. I hate to disappoint, but I'm one of those see it to believe it type of guys. So until this young lady shows me actual video proof of somebody putting their hands through a piece of glass, picking up an object, and then pulling their hand back through said glass with the object, it's all cap as far as I'm concerned.
There are 3 big lies that we as citizens of Earth are facing. Can you go into depth with each of those 3 lies?
Sure, absolutely. The first one, Elizondo and that crowd stood up and started saying,
"It is my belief that the United States is in possession of exotic material, and unfortunately, that's about all I can say at this time."
yeah, well, there's something out there, and here's this footage, but we don't know what they are. Now, ironically, the footage that they were showing were from the Lockheed Skunk Works. Those were objects from Lockheed Skunk Works. I know who worked on them. I know where they're deployed from. I have a photograph of the underground entry port for those out in the Mojave Desert. There are 2 things that are being confused as one thing. There are both extraterrestrial and man-made UAPs or UFOs. The second big lie is that we don't know how these operate. Well, that's what they want everyone to believe, because if they were acknowledged, we know how these function. We'd be going, then what are we doing making solar panels and windmills? When we have something that would be a box this big that would run this building 24 hours a day, rain or shine. The other issue is that these extraterrestrial civilizations are a threat. Let me assure everyone, they view us as a threat. Humans are viewed as a threat, not them. And if they were a threat, think about it. We start shooting these things down with electromagnetic systems, scalar, they're called, electromagnetic systems, in the 40s and 50s, 60s. If they were hostile, they're so far advanced with that, they just shut this whole civilization down.
For those of you who don't know, this man's name is Bob Lazar, and he is kind of like the aficionado when it comes to aliens and UFOs. He worked at Area 51 back in the day, so whatever this guy's saying, you can take directly to the bank. Okay, he's not bullshitting, guys.
No, what's your last name?
Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Barone.
Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. But please tell the story.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up and said to come inside and play with his kids.
That's like a little bit like borderline suspect. I don't want nobody, we want to get it clear. I adopted you like Madonna adopted kids and everybody else adopted kids, Charlize Theron, everybody that's ever adopted Sandra Bullock. I adopted you because I felt that you could, enjoy also having a black parent to take care of you and help you out. So, just clarify it because it's crazy out here online. So I played with the kids and I got permission from your mother and say all of that. Just make it because it's crazy out here.
Well, I met Jesse and Delilah when I was 6 months old.
6 months.
And then we basically are sisters, all four of us. So,
6 months is crazy.
I always come over.
Yes. And it's Ava Brioni Combs. Come on.
The Department of Homeland Security conducting a raid at a house in Holmby Field Hills, believed to be connected to Sean Combs, perhaps being linked to a sex trafficking investigation.
Yeah, tell them stop bringing all the minors over here late at night. I live right next to him. He do too much. It be like buses, like big ass buses. You just see all type of shit hop out. Especially at nighttime, like around 3 o'clock in the morning, it gets wild.
Listen, guys, if this man, Diddy the Diddler, doesn't get locked up for multiple life sentences, I'm on the first flight out of the U.S., guys.
I think she's lagging in real life. What is happening? What?
Something just took my hair. I'm not joking, something just took my hair. What do you mean something fucking took my hair? I don't know. Something fucking did. Let me out. I'm doing it.
Yo, big shout out to all the individuals who are brave enough that when they experience these paranormal events, they don't run for the hills like some of us would do, and they whip out their phones and catch the stuff on camera. Okay? Without you, I would quite literally be out of a job, so my hat is off to y'all.
We're watching the city of Los Angeles clean up 7 tons of trash from a home here in the Fairfax district, a very affluent neighborhood.
We are going to do everything we can to begin to clear this today.
The cleanup is major, guys. I mean, you would need a 4-wheeler to traverse back there. 7 tons of trash being removed today. And here is the owner's car. Oh, he's asking $86,000 for this. What? Are these worth $86,000 now? My goodness, I don't think so. I don't think so. Especially in this condition, maybe one of these baseball cards or football cards are worth a lot. This is, I mean, we have a Frank Darby rookie. Here's a safe. Look at this. There's a safe. I wonder what's in the safe. So local news crews, you have news crews dotted along the block. This goes ahead and proves that modern day news is absolute trash.
You mean to tell me that you are that lazy and that disgusting that you're just going to let trash pile up around the outside? Can you imagine what the inside of these people's house looks like? Somebody better call hoarders.
Okay. Pretty cool. Nope. Wait. It's no longer cool. What the fuck is that?
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Believe you me, I see that little cubby hole and I am out faster than I arrived.
Watch this YouTuber explain this story about the Illuminati.
The point of this story is she really wanted to be famous, I guess. That's what she wanted to be. And she met somebody who could promise her that. And she met somebody. Have you ever heard this?
No.
She met somebody.
This is crazy.
And he was like, I know how to make you famous. And she's like, how? And he's like, we can turn you into anything. Like,
Scientology.
We can turn you, honestly.
It may have been something like that.
We can turn you into a singer, an actor, whatever you want. And one day he visited her apartment and he was like in a suit and tie. And I came in and I saw him in the suit. And then she's like, please leave. And she closed the door on me. So I left. And she came up to my apartment sobbing. And she was like, this guy, please, you cannot repeat this. And for 3 years, I held the story to myself because I thought this guy was going to me. But they were like, if you ever repeat this, they'll kill me and they'll kill you and they'll kill anybody that you love. And she was sobbing to me. And she's like, there's this guy, he came to me. And he's like, he's telling me, she was like, this guy came to me and he's like, I can turn you into anything you want to be, but you have to sacrifice somebody. And I just spoke to my mother and my mom. My mom really supports me and she's like willing to be sacrificed so I can become like famous. A singer or whatever, famous, whatever. And it was just completely serious and it was really terrifying. Really, really terrifying.
Like you believed her.
Totally believed her.
Still not a believer. Look, guys, we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. If you like the content, smash that like button. It's going to take you guys a second or two and will mean the world to the channel. With that said, thank you for watching and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.